Hello, and welcome to the Adventures of Karen Horlick's Community and Others. Now, my video is gonna be about operation via Linux Mint and a computer and a phone. Now, before we talk about these things, are you ready for action about this video? Because about this video is more important to watch it, okay? Because this talks about, like today I was Googling on the security and that kind of stuff. And I'm going to teach you about that stuff, okay? Now let's talk about Linux Mint at first, because I figured that's something, it's important to know how Linux Mint works. I've been watching a video on Linux Mint about that. Okay? Linux Mint is like an operating system. You know how on your computer you got Apple and that kind of stuff and that operating, and you got Windows 7 and Windows 8. Well, Linux Mint does more. Linux Mint, for some of it, it's got like cool stuff. There's like apps on some Linux Mint that you can create. There's apps in the App Store. But on the settings, I would like change my password, and would like to put my dad and some of the family members on my computer to use it and that kind of stuff. Linux Mint is more like Linux website, but it's a Firefox browser. But sometimes you gotta be careful of Firefox though. Sometimes it works right, but once you get the used to it, it works all the time. Now, our files we should be talking about for Linux Mint are three things are important, okay? Three things are: one, settings; two, operating stuff; and three, parental controls, okay? Or, what is it called? Can I hear? It's the parental controls is what I call it. Okay? I'm just pretending that I hear you say it. It's kind of like learning here. Okay? As we were talking about this, we should learn about importance about Linux Mint and computers. As computers work for Linux Mint, but you have to download the operating system on the computer pretty well, okay, in order to work. Now, my question is, do any of you know Linux Mint? Well, if you do, you probably watch YouTube videos about it. And, my dad, he does Linux Mint too, and how I got Linux Mint is that he helped me, and he was pretty nice. Now, it's more important to watch what you're doing on the computer, because on the settings, you have to be very careful. The best way to know that if you don't know how to work a setting, or if you don't know what that word means, Google it. That's for one. Or two, you can probably go ask your parents or somebody that knows how to work it, if you can trust them, because you should always, if you don't know how to work a computer, you should always give it to somebody you can trust. Okay, if you don't give it to somebody you don't trust, they could mess with the computer. And I'm telling the truth right there, okay? Because that's just kind of like, I have someone fix my bike before, and they didn't fix it right, so that's why I was telling you it. I used to have an HP computer a long time ago, and I laid on the bed and got overheated. That was when I was very little. I was probably about this little, or this little, and that kind of stuff. Let's talk about phones. Phones, you probably can't change operating systems because certain phones you have to leave it alone. And phones on the settings, you gotta be very careful. And so with the settings, you gotta be very careful with that because sometimes you can mess things up on the settings. Like I said with the computer, you Google it or talk to somebody you trust or talk to your parents. If you're a kid or adult or teenager, doesn't matter what age, if you don't know how to work stuff, try watching a video on YouTube. There should be lots of videos on YouTube about that. But controlling the settings and on the computer settings, a Chromebook or any kind of device that's electronic, like an Xbox 360 and stuff like that, sometimes you should be very careful, and you should be very careful of watch what you're doing. Make sure before you do that, make sure you talk to your parents or anybody else that knows how to work computers. Okay, computers are very fun. I really like computers. You can chat on computers. I like cell phones too. You can call your mom and that kind of stuff and have some fun. School's got some phones too. That's how students usually talk on the phone with their parents. After that, just remember what I said. Okay, this video ends. Oh, if you want to subscribe me on YouTube, you can. But rule 1 is do not make copies of my videos because it's probably illegal to do that, and it is illegal. So if you want to email me, my email is chorlick1@mail.com. Not Gmail, just mail. And if you want to Yahoo me, I'll give you the option to do that too. It's chorlick1@yahoo.com. If you have any questions, contact me on YouTube in the comments, or you can email me or Yahoo me. Those are the 2 options I'll probably give you for now. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck. Bye-bye.